movers. Today is mat class number 8 and we are going to use the flex or the resistance loop. If you don't have a resistance loop, you can always tie together a flex band or you should be able to do these movements without a band. So let's go ahead and get started. As always, on our backs for our hundreds. For our hundreds today, we are going to put the band around our feet, legs in chair position, legs extended. I am going in chair position. I will try and keep it a nice chair position, okay? But for me today, that is what works. And let's inhale and exhale, roll up. And let's inhale, 2, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, into 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 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. Exhale. If you can, extend your legs out and lower and down. And let's keep the band in around our feet and let's roll up. Let's inhale, exhale, scoop, rolling up and stretch over. Inhale and exhale, roll down. I'm going to slide back just a little bit because I might be a little bit out of the camera. Inhale, stretch your arms back and exhale, roll up. I still need assistance on day 8, but maybe getting there by day 10. Inhale and exhale, back down. And one more. We're only doing 3 today, so we can get to some other things because we roll up and roll over almost every workout, don't we? Inhale and exhale, roll back down. Just really scoop in. And here, let's go fingers together, hands behind your head. And we're going to bring our legs into chair position. A nice chair position here. Little bit of tension on the band. Inhale, exhale, let's roll to an ab curl. Okay, my chair position, I'm losing it. If you need more support, bring your knees in. That's why I keep doing it, because chair position is hard for me. And we're going to bend one knee in more and extend the other leg out. We're going to hold it, exhale. Inhale, switching, and exhale, holding. Inhaling and exhaling. Lower that straight leg if you can and lift up into this bent leg if you can. And switching. Oh, the burn of the hold. So hard. And one more on each side. I lost my Pilates breathing a little bit there. And relax down. Let's take the band around our knees. Maybe just above our knees. Anatomically above our knees. And bringing our feet down. I have just a medium band. It may not be strong enough for some of the things that we're doing, but I can still create some resistance on my own. Okay, and so can you. So we're just going to inhale, open our knees to the side. Your band may roll or slide. That's okay. It's annoying, but it's okay. Inhale and exhale. Almost resist that movement in. Inhale. Make sure your pelvis is still centered and exhale. We have not done tons of work yet in the rotational plane. This is rotational movement at the hip socket. Okay, we will start building into rotational work in our next classical sequence. Okay, more than just at the hip socket. And let's do one more this way. Good, and we're going to lift up onto our toes here, keeping our legs together. We're gonna roll up into a bridge, stretching our knees forward, inhale, and exhale down. Heels stay lifted, and roll up. So we're almost like we're pushing the front of the ankles open. Really exaggerate that. All 10 toes pushing, heels pulling up. And let's hold our next one lifted. Okay, and let's inhale, open that. I'm in a little bit of extension here. If you want to be in extension, go for it. And if that doesn't work for you, that is fine too. We'll just make sure we still have space between the chin and the sternum. And we have just one more. Inhale, exhale, roll it down. Good, and let's just bring that band back around our ankles this time. And let's roll onto our sides. Or some side lying. Okay, here. I'm still gonna be just this way on my arm. I think you can if you actually, let's all do this. Let's try a little bit of extra shoulder work. And we can see then if we get a little bit more lateral flexion here, so we're not down, but we're pulled up, and our hips are stacked. And we're just gonna raise and lower. For me, coming up on my elbow this way does change the range of motion in my hip in this movement, okay? So if yours is bigger, it might be bigger. I am not very strong this way. Let's go one more. Okay, and let's bring the leg forward and let's stretch it back. When you stretch it back, try not to rock forward. Okay, and I'm losing that shoulder a little bit. So make everything works together. So when everything works together like that, your range of motion at the hip socket might be less, and that's okay, because Pilates is really about full body integration, not just a single joint. Okay, let's go one more. And then for the next one, I am going to come back down this way, and I'm going to maneuver the band here at my feet, and I am just going to go into like a wide clam. So I have my feet are separated, and I'm going to keep that tension on the band. It took me the first rep to get it, okay? Where I opened and I was like, oh, I have tension on the band. And then my both legs, let's see, my bottom leg is in external rotation, and my top leg moves into external rotation down to internal rotation. And you can see my foot is kind of moving inside the band. And I'm trying to keep that lift in my obliques. And I lost count because I was super chatty. So let's do one more. And let's switch sides. Okay, we'll put that band back around the ankles, and we'll scooch around. Oh, and we were up on our elbow. So we'll stay up on our elbow, pulling up through that bottom side, rolling the top hip right over the bottom hip, and we're gonna raise and lower. And for me, I have even less range of motion here. So feel free to send us all a video of your range of motion. If it's much better than this, give me something to aspire to. Oh, losing my shoulder. Losing my focus a little bit. Staying pulled in. And we have two more. Good, and we're going forward and backwards. I think I need to add this in like every day. How about you? This is a weak point for me. It is the end of my work day, I'm gonna blame it on that. Oh, I just did a lot of massages, so my legs are tired. Is that a good excuse? I don't know. Let's go one more. And I think I may have cheated you out of one, but that's okay. I'm guessing you don't mind. From here, top leg internally rotates, bottom leg externally rotates. Find that lift in the bottom side. And we're gonna open and find the tension on the band with that top leg and keep the foot at that height as we roll in and out. Okay, you may notice a difference in your internal and external rotation on your sides. Okay, if you're not using the band, keeping your feet touching might be give you a little bit better feedback on where you are in space and how you're moving. And let's go 2 more. Very nice. And let's keep the band around our ankles and let's roll over onto our stomach. Okay. Let's rest our forehead on our hands. I'm going to talk to you, so I'm not going to do that, but I want you down like this, belly pulled in, almost like we could slide our hands under there with no resistance. And we're going to bend our knees. We're going to put some tension on the band, and we're just going to lift and lower. But inhale, lift, exhale down. Keep your shoulders sliding away from your ears. Okay, so that we're using the core muscles for stabilization and not our neck and upper shoulder. Let's do 2 more. Good, and we're just going to straighten and squeeze into the band and bend. And we'll point and squeeze wide, flex and bend past that 90 degrees to really get your hamstrings and extend. I'm feeling this in my ankles. Maybe you are too. That's amazing. Okay. As you're bending in here, we're not changing our pelvic or spine position so that we can really isolate our hamstring connection. 2 more. I think that's 2. Very nice. Let's come into a quadruped. Okay. You may not be on as slippery of a surface as I am, and that's okay. Maybe it works to your advantage in some of the exercises. And then from here, let's still keep our knees and our feet a little wider than hips, so we have tension on the band. Let's pull up, draw our shoulders down, and we're just going to extend one leg, control it in, and extend the other leg. Minimal shifting because our knees and feet are so wide, there will be a little shift from side to side, and that's totally fine. Good, and we're doing 1 more on each side this way, and then we'll hold out the next one. And we're going to extend the opposite arm forward. You can't really see it, it's right here. And we're just going to bend and reach. Okay, trying to remain stable. I am on my toes of my stabilizing foot. 1 more. You can place that down. I just feel like that helps. You can come down here. I just feel like I have a better hold on the band. That way. Second side. Okay, we'll stretch it out. Stretch out the arm. And bend. And reach. Okay, breath pattern here is a little up to you. Just breathe one way and then the opposite breath with that second movement. 2 more. And relaxing here. Okay, from here, let's flip around. Let's bend our knees. Okay, I wanted this to be a little bit of a shorter one, so we'll just do maybe 1 or 2 more things, okay? But let's take our band here. We have a little bit of a wide arm this way, okay? You can go like straight, but for reverse roll downs, I tend to bend knees and a little bit of a diamond shape with the legs. So inhaling, exhale, press into the band and roll back. Head stays over the spine. Inhale, exhale, round up. And sitting up tall. Inhaling and exhale. Round, roll back. Inhale and exhale, round up. And again. Can't stop looking at the camera every single time. You could just look straight forward from here. We're gonna pause and hold. I didn't catch you, so if you did, go all the way up. Go ahead and come back down and join us. And we're gonna inhale, raise, exhale, lower. That spinal curve you can see, while not perfect, doesn't change. Float, press, 2 more. And rolling up and sitting up straight. And let's put this on our feet once again. And we are going to try our leg pull back. So from here, okay, finding feet are a little separated if you need that for the tension on your band. And we're going to lift into a reverse plank. I tend to do this in external rotation. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. And you can hold here, or we can add in a reverse knee fold, or a knee fold, I guess it's not quite reverse. Inhale, exhale. 1 more on each side, or rather, I'm doing 1 more on each side. You can do a couple more if you want. I'm going to stay here for a breath cycle, or 2. Take it down, and I'm just gonna stretch forward, nice and easy. And let's finish with a standing roll down. Like I said, a little shorter this time. Feel free to repeat it if you feel like you need more work. Let's just stretch up. Ballet arms here, inhale and exhale. Scoop in, reaching a foot in front of your feet. Inhale and exhale, scoop. Head stays in between the arms and release. Nice job.